Hello everyone, it's Dr. Toya here and welcome to the By Default Highlight Reel, where we highlight our business owners by bringing you videos and interviews so that they can tell their stories in their own words. Please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more episodes. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, hello everyone. It's Dr. Toya, and I'm here with Toya from Toyita's Language Corner. And Toya, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Toya, and I'm the owner of Toyita's Language Corner, LLC, a premier language institute, which serves a variety of language learners from around the world. Currently, my specialty is teaching both English and Spanish, but I don't just teach. I am a language coach. So basically, my job is to coach my students through their journey of acquiring their new language. Because if you've ever tried to learn another language, I'm pretty sure you know it's very difficult. It's hard to stay motivated, encouraged, and to just also, reprogram your brain essentially to think and process in that new language.
Yeah, so thank you for that. I want to know, how did you get into, being a language teacher and language coach?
So my background is I have a bachelor's degree in Spanish and then a master's degree as well in Latin American studies, which is also a master's in Spanish, but the focus of the Spanish is in Latin America. And I actually was a dual degree person. So I came out of undergrad with 2 degrees. My bachelor's of science in psychology, and then my bachelor's of arts in Spanish.
Okay.
And my goal initially was to go into psychology. But I had a huge dilemma because the field of psychology is so vast and so wide, and there's just so many things that you can do. And I couldn't decide, okay, do I want to do forensic psychology or marriage and family or, mental illness research? And I was just like, this is so overwhelming. So I was like, okay, I know I want to get a master's degree. So I'll go get a master's degree in Spanish. That'll buy me some time to kind of figure out what I want to do as far as the psychology thing goes. And one thing kind of led to another. And this master program really allowed me to tap into my 2 loves, which are languages and culture. And I just kind of went with that and haven't looked back since.
Okay, so you got your master's and then you said, okay, I love the culture, I love the language, but then what you said, I'm going to be a teacher, or what was your next step?
So after that, I did quite a few years teaching at the universities in and out of the DMV. For those of you who are in the DMV, that stands for DC, Maryland, Virginia, in the DMV area. And actually, I taught English, as a second language. So again, I got my master's degree in Spanish, but I also got my certification to teach English. And so initially, the idea with that was like, okay, I want to merge these 2 things. The certification in teaching English will allow me to travel around the world and fulfill one of my dreams, which was living in another country again for the second time. First time I studied in Spain. And then I was like, obviously it's going to be a Spanish speaking country because I want to, I need to use my skills. And also too, I have when it does come to English learners, that tends to be my specialty. So Romance language speakers. I'm very effective with working with them because I have studied the language and I'm a linguist. So I know a lot about the background. So with that, I spent most of my time, or my first few years, teaching English at the university level. And then from there, got a gig teaching in the Dominican Republic. And then, once I did that, came back to the States, after having that experience, I just realized, you know what, like I could do both. I don't just have to do one, I can do both. And so, especially during the pandemic, because during the pandemic time, you know, kids were out of school.
Right.
So this was an opportunity for parents to kind of like allow their kids to try different things and get the classes or the training and things that they don't have in the regular public school system.
Right.
So it was like, yes, this is the time. And so from there, I just used all of my cultural knowledge and all personal experience as a Black woman living in a Latin American country, and decided to bring that and really open up the door for kids and also adults who are looking to learn Spanish.
Yes, adults like me, because Toya is my Spanish teacher, and she's great.
She's doing a really great job, guys.
Yes, thank you. Gracias.
De nada.
So it seems you've traveled a lot. So what was it like living in a Latin American country? You said Dominican Republic, right?
Yes. So, you know, it's a challenge because any country that you decide to live in, it's not your home country. It's not where you were raised, and it's a culture shock, right?
Right.
So just like anything in life, it has its good moments and its down moments. Just like here in the United States, there are good things about it and there are not so great things about it. But what I can say from that is that I learned a lot about myself and my capabilities. And I really, you know, appreciate that experience because it's made me the woman, or helped to make me the woman that I am today. So it was a very valuable experience to have.
Nice, good. And so you lived in Spain as well, right?
I did.
Was that as quite the same as living in the Dominican Republic?
No, because it was at a different time in my life. So I was much younger when I lived in Spain, right? And that experience was very interesting in itself because it was the first passport that I've ever had, the first time that I traveled outside of the country, the first time I got on a plane.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was like first boom. I mean, I went big. Okay, you know, they say, you know, go big, go home.
Go big, go home.
Way past go big or go home. It was crazy. Like, what are you doing, girl? And by myself, you know?
Right.
So, but that experience is different because I was a student, right? So, you know, being a student versus going to another country to work and live and pay bills. Like, guys, I had a whole apartment over there and, you know, bills I had to pay. And, you know, it was like, what? But the time in Spain, though, was beautiful. I mean, it was great because I learned so much. And it was my first time being introduced to the European culture. And I had a host mother and a host father and a little brother whom I still know their names. And unfortunately, I lost contact with them over the past few years, but we were still in contact with each other, you know, up until like about 2010 and, or way past that a little bit more, maybe about till 2015. And yeah, it was a great experience. And a lot of different things happened there. I mean, it was like the first time that I got like really, really sick, had to go to the hospital. I was doing all kind of crazy stuff. I don't know what I was thinking, like getting on this plane and going over there. First time in my life on a plane.
Right.
It really sparked a fire and a flame for just so much more adventure and life lessons. So it was great.
You can't buy experiences like that, and you'll have those forever. So yeah,
exactly.
All right. Well, I know you are a small business owner. You have your own language institute. So tell me, what does it mean to you to be a Black business owner?
You know, that's a really great question. And I would have to say, for me, being a Black business owner is sheer joy. It's a way for me to spread the excellency and wonderfulness that is Black culture. And when I say Black culture, Black American culture, right?
Yes.
Around the world. And it's a great way to break barriers, tear down stereotypes. But more importantly, I think it's a great way for me to give my students, my Black students, a different kind of exposure to diversity when it comes to language learning.
Right.
Because oftentimes in this language teaching field and the learning space in general, you don't see a lot of Black women and men teaching languages. And if they are, it's like they're teaching, you know, French because they're of Haitian descent. And even still, it's a small, I'm like, guys, you have a whole nation of Black people who speak and like get them in, they can teach. But that's a story for a later date. So it's very important for me to give Black people a face and a presence in this field because it's important. You know, like learning other languages opens the door to so many opportunities. And it also allows you the opportunity to share your culture and to assist in the continuance of breaking down barriers. So I think, you know, the best part of being a Black language coach and business owner and entrepreneur is the fact that I get to appeal to other young Black boys and Black girls who look like us to let them know, hey, you can do this too, right? You know, whatever it is you want to do, you can learn to speak another language. You can be a Black person traveling around the world. You can study abroad. You can work abroad. You can, you know, you can do all of these different things. The sky is the limit. So, you know, it's not just, oh, for those other people. No, it's for us too.
It is for us too, yes.
Being a Black business owner is very pertinent nowadays because we deserve a seat at the table, right? Around the world and in all different fields.
Oh, girl, preach. Thank you. That was great. And, you know, I completely agree with what you were saying. When I was looking for when I was looking for a Spanish teacher, it was very important to me to have somebody that looked like me. I had a tutor before you, and she did not look like me. And I just felt like I couldn't say everything I wanted to say. And at my level, you know, I'm at intermediate level of Spanish, a lot of it is conversation, right? And I want to be able to speak to my tutor about everything and anything. And I felt myself holding back. And I didn't even know I was holding back until I found you, right? Like I just felt like, oh, yes, I can talk about anything, right? And it was great. And I just remember having to scroll through this app pages and pages looking for a brown face, looking for a Black face. And then there you were. Yeah, it was great.
So it's important.
So for my users or my viewers, they have to go through what I went through to find a Black Spanish teacher. Please tell us how they can find you.
Yes, so you can find me at elanguagecorner.com, or you can email me as well about my services and how I can best serve you at info@elanguagecorner.com. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Toyitas Corner _Spanish.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and to share your story. I didn't know all of those things. So it was good to learn a little bit more about you. And, you know, just for everybody out there, somewhere else you can find her is at bydefault.com. She will be listed, so you can go there and list her services. And so go to bydefault.com to sign up for our list so that you can have updates about when the site will be launched and much, much more. Don't forget to click like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more episodes. And that's it with By Default Highlight Reel. Thank you, Toya, for coming, and
thanks for having
see you guys
me.
later. Bye.